As I have earlier told, in Six Sigma, there are two improvement processes, DMAIC and DMAIC. The DMAIC approach is for improving any existing process. So you have a process which has some problem. This problem could be that you are having more defects. This problem could be your pizza delivery is always late and because of that you are paying penalty for that. Your problem could be your customer is unsatisfied because of some reason, delay, scratch, defect, whatever reason could be, whatever problem you could have. The first thing you need to do is you need to define the problem, because once you define the problem, you would know what all is going wrong, where you stand, what's your current process. All these things are done as a part of define phase of DMAIC. Once you have defined the problem, then you do the next step, which is the measurement. You measure your current performance. Why you need to measure your current performance? Because unless you do measurement of your current performance, you would not be able to know whether you have improved the process or not. So that's the reason you need to have the measurement of the current status of the process. After doing the measurements, then you analyze those measurements. For example, if you are doing a pizza delivery and you promise to deliver this pizza in 30 minutes or less, so you define the problem. So in define phase, you define the problem that in lot of cases your pizza delivery is late. Once you have defined the problem, then you go for measurement phase. In measurement phase, you will take number of measurement. You will find out the time, how much time it takes. You take few samples, and based on that, you might find out that in 20% cases, your pizza delivery is more than 30 minutes. So that's your measurement phase. The next step would be to analyze that problem. In analysis, you will look at that. What all steps are taken to accept the pizza order to pizza delivery? How much time each of these steps is taking? What step has more inconsistency? So all these things you will do as a part of analyze phase. Once you have analyzed that, you have found out the problem, then you would improve that. So for improvement also, you would have number of ideas, number of suggestions. So based on the priority, you will implement those suggestions, those improvement ideas. Once you have improved the process, your process will be now in control. So in this particular case, let's say you were able to deliver almost all the pizzas in 25 minutes or less. So that's great news for you. The next step would be to control. Control will make sure that whatever gains you have made during this project stay. Because if you don't do the control on that, there is a tendency that process would again shift back to the old way. So to avoid that, you need to put some controls in place. So that is the control phase. So with this DMAIC approach, which is define, measure, analyze, improve and control, in these 5 steps, you improve your process from current performance to the next level of performance. So this was for the process which were existing. But if you are developing a new process, then instead of doing DMAIC approach, you would go for DMAIC approach. What is that? Let's look at that on the next video.